Yep. All right. I think we are live. Ian, can you hear me? Looks like you're okay. 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 I think I don't know whether it's audible.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, okay. All right, cool, cool.
All right. Let's get started. All right. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I think today is the last day for the session. So
Yes, yes, yes,
um,
it is.
expectations. Did I say is high? But let's just so initially we started with integrating, I think just setting up like the working environment, and I think the
Yes.
first day was actually like a very rough day. Then the
Yeah,
second day
rough
was
start.
more of now the second day is oh, Zubi is here. Zubi said he finally played with Vertic on Sika and it's amazing, and it held
Oh,
his
thank you,
attention.
Zubi.
Yeah. I think that's actually like very cool. I think everybody should try playing Vertic, by the way. So Giddy built Vertic for the Place Lana Hackathon, and he won. Was it the third prize or second prize? Forgotten.
Yes, third.
Oh yeah. So pretty much we're not like teaching you something that you won't get to understand, but it's something that if you understand it, you could end up like building good stuff for yourself. Oh, so basically the sound design was also like very good. All
Thank
right
you.
now, carry all the praise and go. So I think that was last Saturday. Last Saturday we talked about integrate how you can run transactions, check token balances, use Solana as a currency, USDC, and we would have tried SKR token, but we're not like able to like do the integration and all
Yeah,
that.
because we're on
But it was
DevNet.
pretty much, yeah, and because we're on DevNet, I remember. So we also talked about like sharing the template of what we've been actually like talking about when we
Yes,
are
yes.
ready.
So the DevNet um, template is like obviously ready.
Okay, that of the DevNet is ready.
Yes,
I
yes.
think we
So
just
after today,
share.
the one for the mainnets will be ready.
Okay, all right. Then I think that's cool. Um, game feel. Did we say whether we talked about anything about game feel? Polish in the classes. I don't think we talked about. I think we were majorly discussing about like integrating Solana into like
Yes.
already gameplay and all
Yeah,
that.
so
So
yes. Because we're like if we had to build out a full gameplay that would take much longer. That would take a much longer series. Like yeah, that would take a much longer series. So this was just to implement the blockchain part of the game, which is Solana into the game, or how to basically use this Solana infrastructure for um, purchasing um, power, power ups and running game economies and stuff like that.
okay. Any plans? Today is our last day, but we'll see that. I think once we get like more persons interested, would
Yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
like in it.
It's
Um
actually a welcome idea to teach the gameplay part of it. So we just pick up something and
let's check after the hackathon. We'll actually like have something around that.
okay.
S- Um, okay. So I think the last Saturday was what do you call it again? The stuff I've just talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. They're actually like dragging us. Lily literally said blockchain games are dead today. But the sad truth was that she's now like the president of gaming on Solana. So I
So
know it's
I kind of already saw it coming because I felt it was like an should I see how is it called? Like it was an irony of a statement or sarcasm, something like
yeah,
that.
I felt it was sarcasm too. Like
Cause
it was
yeah, cause
direct.
literally we have a whole new waves of blockchain games come coming ever since Sika and Play Solana launched. We have like a whole new wave of
Yeah,
blockchain games. So that was obviously a sarcastic statement.
it was sarcasm or yeah, or rage
Yeah,
baiting because I was like,
rage bit, yeah, yeah.
because come on,
And
so
people actually
talking,
fell for it. People actually fell for
yeah,
it.
we are saying start last this one that actually it was oh my god. I wonder how they feel when they now said that the president of gaming on Solana right now. Like that'd be crazy. But yeah, and thank God we
Nice
actually
move,
like
nice move.
started with the whole integrating gaming into whatever you're building. At least anybody that wants to like start off can just like go through any of the videos we've actually like done so far.
Yes,
And
yes,
it's
yes.
actually like on YouTube, just in case you don't want to like use X or whatever. And also, oh yeah, contest will be a big matter for games going forward. Yes. What do you think, Giddy?
Okay,
It should be pretty
which
much like
type of content like
PvP contest. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was about to ask. Type of
okay,
context.
yeah. It would actually be a very nice move. We get developers to be build something like games or stuff, and we make like a contest on that.
I don't think it's actually that as he's talking about. I think it's more of like let's see how people do like
Oh
you've
yeah,
played yeah,
yes. It's
yeah,
okay. I get it now. Like easily for let's say it would easily fit in for multiplayer games. So you'd either bet on each like against your opponents, or like you are in
yeah,
pairs, like yeah, you are in
yeah,
pairs, like let's say more of a battle royale
dictators and all that.
scenario where we have sides. You can have two or more sides, and they can be contests, betting, staking, and all of that.
Maybe after this session we could actually like have like a more in-depth conversations and let's see maybe a mini hackathon on gaming to see what we've
Yeah,
done so far in the community. I feel like there are lots
yes.
of people that would want to like try it out or
Yeah,
maybe want to explore more around gaming in the community. So
yeah.
there
The whole thing is giving grounds for exploration. That's all that is needed.
yes, but I think for Sika, they're actually like giving out grants
Okay.
and for people to build like mobile apps, which includes games and all that. And I also think for Play Solana is actually like also like a very good thing to do so far. Because it's also like a separate device on its own, so you could actually like build and also get users. But I don't really think they are having the same traction as the CCAT guys because my Play Solana is literally like sleeping on my shelf, and it's only one game I've been able to play since. I'm ashamed to say that, but we'll see how it goes.
So
Honestly,
yeah, actually, I think the play Solana guys are games are let's say mostly made for consoles and not for mobiles, but then it's all about the adaptation and community. So I think the
mm,
play Solana guys are also doing a very good job from their end, especially with the fact that they are trying to onboard new games. On Sika we have like a whole lot of games and stuff. So, but on Play Solana we currently have like is it six or so? So they are currently working on onboarding new games on Play Solana, which would actually change a lot of what's going on, like the player amount, that is the amount of people that are actually using the console to play.
So do you think we are too early or we are late?
No, we are definitely early. No, 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 we are early. We are early. We are early.
uh, no problem. Let's just see what we have today. Today, what are we going to be talking about? Because today is more of doing stuff on the main net, I think, and like just revisiting what we've done so far. I think today is just like the final day for the game that we
Yeah.
built
So
so
kind of
far. What's the name of the game again? Oh, because I'm forgetting a lot of things. Is it Infinite?
infinite jump. Infinite jump. Yeah, yeah, infinite jump.
So we are
Yes.
going to like finish up Infinite Jump, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But are we pushing it to play Solana or Sika?
It's currently we just have the blockchain part of the game, not like a standard gameplay. We don't have that yet. We just have like the blockchain parts, like purchasing power up. With an in-game, we have like you like today we'll be working on the in-game swap system, how you can set that up and stuff. So if we probably in the nearest future decide to actually build the gameplay, so we will now build the gameplay on top of the blockchain feature we have.
All right, no
So
problem.
would
Let's
actually make a lot of sense building that in public and yeah.
yeah. Yeah, let's just finish for today. Maybe we could have like further conversations and all that. But I think I enjoyed the session so far. And
Yeah.
today is pretty much like a very active day. Lots of persons are like on the call, like other days. But
Yes, yes, yes.
so yeah, let's just get started.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Okay. So before I do that, I would just like to get some things off here. Okay. All right. Okay. So from where we stopped last, I okay where we stopped on Saturday was we worked on the full integration of Solana and using um I'm using your socials like your Google account, Facebook and X to log in into the game and create an in-game wallet. So you're basically using your socials as your wallet, and then with also giving you the option of using an external wallet as well So we did that, and we were able to use Solana to we're able to use Solana to purchase these power ups, but on DevNet. So now today we system on a swap system where you can swap because since this is an in-game, so let's say like this is an in-game wallet. So let's say you want to purchase this power up and you don't have enough Sika tokens to make your purchase. So that would mean, imagine if you're mid game, that would mean you leaving the game and going to a wallet and then copying your wallet address and going to another wallet and transferring the SQL tokens. They are coming back to the game and then buying the power up, which is kind of stressful and all of that. But then that is why we worked on this um this in-game swap system where as far as you have so you can easily swap that to a scale with as low as 0.003 so which would make using the whole marketplace structure better and convenient. So and then before you can do that, it would have to be on mainnet because currently I don't think there is any SQL DevNet tokens, and I don't think Jupyter API works on DevNet. So that was one of the reasons we were going to switch over to mainnet. Okay, so I'm just okay, yeah. So before I forget, earlier I made mention of your Web3 auth client ID that the one you use for DevNet is different from the one you use for mainnet.
That was like during the
Yes.
time we were starting now that we talked about it, like different ID
Okay.
for that this thing. What do you call it? The Web3 auth that we are using.
Yes. So yes. You need your Web3 auth ID before you can have access to the Web3 auth that you enable you use your socials to create the wallet. So your ID is different. Your DevNet ID is different from your mainnet ID because they're like two different environments. So please do remember to change when you're working on your projects. Please do remember to change your Web3 or client ID from what it was um doing DevNet. So so now this is just how we are switching from DevNet to mainnet, which is should I say kind of tricky, but also very, very important. It's simple yet tricky, and it's also very important. So now you go to your wallet controller. During our first episode, I made mention that this this is from the SDK. So you can go to the sample scene from the imported example project from Magic Block. Yeah, so you can go there and copy this game object, or you can just create a new one. You can just create a new one and type and look for Web3, and then it will just come out there and you attach it to the game object, and then this will just come with it. So it's very important for your game to run because it holds the RPC cluster that changes between mainnet and devnet, your custom RPC, WebSockets, and all of that. So yeah, you have to come here and change to mainnet and then input a mainnet RPC and WebSocket RPC, and you can easily find RPCs on public RPCs on Helios, Chain, there are a lot of RPC providers out there, so you just find one and that is free and use. Okay, so with that being said, you just go into our wallet manager script. So basically the only thing that changed was the wallet manager script, because we'd have to adjust it to match, to fit, to be fit for mainnet. So yeah, we discussed about using SKL token, the Sika token, for our in-game economy. So first of you will, okay, let me catch this. Okay, so first of you need the mint address of, so now thing is that now you can easily change from from using SQL to any token entirely. You can change from using SQL to any token entirely. All you have to do is replace the mint, the token mint address, and and put the correct token decimals, and that is literally all you need to change your in-game currency from Sika to maybe play or whatever currency you'd like. So with that, you need your mint address and your decimal. So this is like public field where instead of hard coding it in your code, you can put it here in your inspector, which is inspector here, which is better and more convenient. Okay, so let me just go through the things that changed. Okay, so we covered most of this. We covered most of this. Like it's the same. Getting the balance is just the same way you got balance of your soul when we worked on it last week. So it's basically the same thing. Okay, so you see you get your SQL balance here. You get your SQL balance here by you use your RPC clients to get token accounts by owner, and your wallet address, your SQL mint address, and it will run and give you your balance. And then where is it? Okay, yeah. So and then this is where this is where your balance is being sent to. So basically this is the method that handles getting getting the balance getting the balance. So let me see. Okay, so we covered most of this. It is just the only difference from the only thing that was added was the 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 SQL mint address, which is used to get your balance, basically. And okay, yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, so this is okay. So this is the method that handles withdrawing withdrawing the token from the player's wallet, and then sending it to um sending it to the destination address, which is like the dev's address, like the address you, let me see what the name was here. Okay, yeah, so yeah, your treasury wallet. So this is basically where your transfer happens. Your transfer happens. First of all, it checks if the wallet is connected or not, and if your wallet is connected when you start your transfer process, and it is very important for you for you to add proper debugs. Like now things might fail and you not know why. So like here, we are like, if wallet is not connected and you try running this method, it will, if it fails, it will give you a reason that your wallet is not connected. Same thing here, returns if you don't own any SQL tokens, and you have to, okay, yeah, that's pretty standard, that you need to have Solana in your game wallet for you to be able to make purchases, because I know most people do not use social wallets for transactions. So it's so it's very easy to just come into the game, and um let's say you just directly sent SQL tokens to your wallet. So if you try bind the power of and make transactions, it will fail, because you do not have any soul, and like literally, so Solana hasn't been sent to that wallet before. So these are just tiny things you have to consider when using in-game wallets. Okay. So this is basically what happens here. This is basically what happens here. This is what handles the transfer request when trying to use it to purchase your power. Okay. Okay, so if you were here on Saturday, you would um you'd understand what happens here, which is like literally your power of configurations, which is like the name, the description, the price and the player pref keys to how you save your power up index, to how you save your power up index. So okay, so here we replaced so with SQL, and this is this is still where everything happens, just as how it was when we're using so. So you see this method here, purchase power up. So it checks if your wallet is connected. It checks if your treasury wallet is no. So if your treasury wallet, which is where where the tokens being withdrawn from the player's wallet, this is where it is sent to. So if it is not there, there is like a fail save that returns false, and the transaction won't go on because the treasury wallet address is not there. And also if your token mint address is not there, so if your token mint address is not there, so it's almost like the the game doesn't know what to get exactly, what to withdraw from the player's wallet exactly. Okay, so this is where you check your SQL balance. So most of this, okay, so you see this is from your wallet manager, gets gets balance. Okay, yeah, this is get balance, where you get your SQL balance, where you get your SQL balance. This is it. So you call it from here, and before you actually go on to process the transactions, these are like literally numbers of things that is being checked before the transaction is being processed, which is number one, check if your wallet is connected, if your treasury is configured, if your document is configured, and now to check your sole fee. Yeah, to check your sole fee, if you have enough fee to cover the transaction, especially if it is actually your first time of making transaction in the wallet. Then next is to check your SQL balance. Yeah, so the code base is like thoroughly debugged, so you know um each methods are doing. So after checking, so you see here, you check your SQL balance still from your wallet manager, just as the same way um you still check using your wallet manager to check for the sole balance. Same thing happens for the SQL balance, and you also have your notification come up if your sole is not enough, and it will tell you which how much is remaining for you to have before you can proceed. So after all of these have been checked, next thing is actually executing the transfer, which happens here. Here, so it's basically the same thing as I explained during the last session on Saturday. So now that we have that covered, we'd go straight into the swap feature of the game. We go straight into the swap feature of the game. So how this okay, so I don't need to explain how the UI is being set up because I'm like okay um the people that this is for knows how to handle UI in Unity. So okay, so this is the swap manager where where everything about the swap takes place. Everything about the swap takes place. So first of let me open this here the yeah, so the code is pretty lengthy, but yeah, that's what's needed for it to work. So first of all, we will need Jupyter base URL where we get the this is how we get the Jupyter API. This is how we get the Jupyter. This is we need the Jupyter API to like have access to Jupyter. It's literally how we communicate with Jupyter, and after that you also need your Jupyter API key. You also need your Jupyter API key. You need your Jupyter API key, so you can just go here, or you go to where you have Jupyter docs, and from here, yes, to you go to API reference, and you head to the dev portal. You head to the dev portal, and I have mine already. So yeah, so this is where you have to log in with either your mail or Google, and from there you can have access to the to your own API key, to your own API key. So things that are needed are the input field where you input the amount of SOL you want to swap, and another input field where it will show you the equivalent of to a scale that you want to swap to. So we also have your current SOL balance and the equivalent in dollars, and your SQL balance and the equivalent in USD as well. And then we have um, the quote container. We have the quote container. So I made this in a way that it it only enables it only enables when you have a quote. So we don't want a situation where all these are in here, like these datas are are here when you don't actually have a quote. So it will only enable when you actually do have a quote. You actually do have a quote. So in your quote comes with the exchange rate of 1 SOL to SQL, and the price impact and minimum amounts you'll be receiving, and yeah, network fee. Sorry, not um not network fee, more like not network fee, more like swap fee. Like swap fee. So So for your game economy, you can literally charge your players 0.7% of what they are swapping So let's head back to the script now. Okay, so now we so now we know what all of these are for, like your input amount field, your soul balance, USD text, SQL balance text, SQL USD text, your quote info container, exchange rates text, price impact text, and minimum receive text. Okay, so so here we have slippage, we have your which minimum swap amount, which can be, it's a public variable, so you can change that here. You can change that there. Okay, and then there is so mint, and yeah. Okay, all right. So okay, this is a refresh and balances um a method that technically what it does is first of all checks if your wallet is connected. So if your wallet is not connected, it will not run. So if your wallet is connected, it will refresh your entire balance, including so scale and the prices and the prices that's that. So the next method here is your soul price. Is your soul price. This is how we are able to get the equivalent to the equivalent in USD here, the equivalent in USD for both your soul and SQL. It's from this method. It's from this method that you're able to do that. So it runs a tax of getting your soul price. Okay. Okay, let me confirm something first. Okay, so it runs your soul price and your SQL price. So from here you ask Jupyter quotes API what's one soul, the equivalent of one soul to USDC. So for that to be possible, you have to have your USDC mint here. That is why the USDC mint is here. So your price is based on USDC. So Unity sends a web request for so that this can be processed on chain while you're still in your game. So and then before any other thing happens, if your API key is not there, it won't run. It won't run. So that's basically what happens there. It sends a request for it sends a request. So now for Sol, it sends this is for your Solana. This is for your Solana. It asks Jupyter, it asks Jupyter for the quote for your Sol, and literally the same thing happens here for your SQL, one SQL to USDC. So that is what this method is for, your fetch token price async. Okay, so this is for UI. This is for UI now. Now, since we have a minimum balance, a minimum swap amount of, since we have like a minimum swap amount of, since we have like a minimum swap amount of 0.003, so in if you should input when every time your input changes, like let's say you inserted 0.0 0.001, and it it will show of the status. Okay, so this method right here, it has access to the notification pop-up. So what this does is it calls on the notification pop-up that tells you minimum swap is the amount of so that you've inserted here. So this is what this method does. Each time you change an input on what you want to swap, it it runs this method to check if that is up to the amount that is needed. So set um this is set max amount, which is for um setting, which is the max button that you click and you can like literally convert every, like all your soul will be there. And then this is for button state. This is for button state, which is the swap button. So when so you see when you don't have a quote, this will not be active. When you don't have a quote, this will not be active. When you don't have enough balance, this will not be active. So if you particularly don't align with all the necessities that is needed, the swap button will not be active. So the swap button is only active when all the conditions are met and you are ready to swap. So that is literally what this method does. So here is next is your update quote method. Okay, here is your update quote method. So what this does, this sends your quote to Jupyter. This sends your code to Jupyter, starting from what you want to swap, what you're swapping, which is your soul mint. This is starting from what you want to swap, which is your soul, and it's identified by your soul mint, which you have here. You have here, right? And then what you want to swap to, which is your SQL, and you have your SQL mint, and you have your SQL mint, which is in your wallet manager. Yes, which is in your wallet manager. And then the amount you want to swap and the slippage. Slippage. So later on, I will explain what max accounts are, and hopefully I do not forget that. Okay, so this is what So this is how your swap, this particular line of code is what sends your swap quote. Like you make a quote of, oh, this is what I have, this is what I want to get, and this is the amount um I'm giving out, I want to get in return. So this is basically what this does. Yeah, so that's basically what it does. So 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 when that is done, using Unity web request, you can now get the code using using your using your Jupyter API key. Yeah, because the Jupyter based URL, which is like the API, it's where you send your quotes. It what gets your quotes and sends it to Jupyter. But then you need your own personal API key to get the quotes. Yeah. So once that is a success, it displays your quotes for you. Okay, we get into that. So so if it's successful, it will display your quotes for you, which is current quote. Okay. So it displays your quotes for you. And if it wasn't successful, either because it wasn't able to find a route, yeah, it will just show using the show status from the notification and pop-up, which is very important, so you know how to start debugging ASP, why your swap did not go through and all of that. So it will be from, okay, so if it does not go through, to be either because there is no route, which is in here searching for a route. So if you can't find the route, it will just let you know that, oh, there is no route. And then this is for if if it is not a route issue and probably a code issue or whatnot. This is where it will debug and show you that, oh, there is an error either from sending the code to Jupyter or receiving the code from Jupyter. Okay, so once your code is gotten here is how the code is being displayed. So remember when I said your quote info, remember when I said your quote info container, which is this, which which is this, which is this, which should be on, which should only be enabled when you have a quote, when you have a valid quote from Jupyter. So to display quotes, first off, you have to check if your your quote container is null. If it is null, you enable it, and then if the sub button is there as well, you enable it. So then you get your Sika decimals and all of that. So so this is just getting the quote and displaying it for you on your text objects that you reference, which is your exchange rates, your price impact text, and your minimum um, minimum receive text. Okay, so Okay, so mm, update codes. Okay, display codes. So displaying the codes, we have here your rate. Your rate. Yeah. So this is where you get your rate from here. Same with price, same with price impact from the code. So it's like a parameter from 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 here. But so it's been sent to you as your quota will always be sent to you as a JSON file. Yeah, and what this particular method does is extracts the that are in the starting from your rate, your rate, your price impact, and your minimum received, which is your minimum received text. So it is all gotten from this right here. So this is how Jupyter sends your quote back to you. This is how Jupyter sends your quote back to you, and using this method, you extract all of them and send you extract all of them and send it to your own text. Like this is your exchange rate text, you get your rate here. This is your price impact text, and you get your price impact here. This is your minimum received text, and you get your minimum receive quote. Yeah, so basically this is what happens here. So so there's a clear quote method that is called when there's a clear quote method that is called when. Okay, let's just do this and see exactly when it's called. One, it is called when your input amount is changed and you do not meet the minimum swap amount. So imagine if there was a quote before and you were like, oh, let me reduce the amount I want to swap, and if it is not up to the minimum, it is clear the quote. And okay, same thing here. And yes, same with the updating update quote method. So, in scenarios where you are done with a particular thing, and you want to remove and you want to clear your quotes, this is the method you use. So now, finally, you have your quotes. Now, all you want to do is the only thing remaining to do now is to execute the swap. So you've sent your quote to Jupyter. Jupyter has sent back, has made the quote and sent it back to you. So all you have to do is execute the swap your swap button. Execute the swap using your swap button. So this is what happens when you click. This is literally what happens. Sorry guys, 1 minute. Okay, so this is literally what happens when you click on the execute swap button. Sorry, on the swap button. Yes, the method is called execute swap method, and you can name it whatever you want. But when you click on that swap button, this is what runs. This is what runs. So first off, it's we always check. You have to check if your wallet is connected. Now, there's like an if condition here. If if you don't have a code and your wallet is not connected, you have to return, which means you cannot make the swap. So, and which also means that your button will be they will not be clickable. So if your wallet is connected and you have a current code, so you can now proceed. Okay. So you can now proceed. So, and this is Unity sending a web request using the Jupyter-based URL, and you are using the V1 swap. I think that is called Metis, Metis, or yeah. So we are using the V1 swap, and this is technically how it happens. So yeah, your JSON object is being down, downloaded and converted to string to get all the data. So if that isn't possible, you will get you get an error. So you actually have to make good use of your notification pop-up and your debugs, so you know where exactly you've gone wrong and what exactly is causing the transaction not to build. So this is literally Unity trying to build the transaction for you. So once that is done, once you are able, so this is where you build your transaction. Once that is done, this is where you sign your transaction. This is where you signed your transaction. Okay. Okay, so this is where you sign. This is where you sign the transaction in game using your in-game wallet that was created using your socials. Okay, so now if your RPC is empty, so you can just hard code a default or fallback fail-safe mechanism that you can just use a public RPC to run the transaction. So if it happens, it will show swap completed successfully, and every other thing will be cleared. Your quote will be cleared. Your quote will be cleared. Your balance will be um, refreshed. So if it is not successful, um, it will show that your transaction was rejected. That is, if you're actually able to build a transaction and it was left to sign. Okay, that your transaction was rejected, and yeah, if you have an error. So this is basically getting the errors you could possibly have here. So debug, log error, sub execution, X message to show you the errors you could possibly have that would make the swap not to execute. So basically that's how we work on sending quotes and getting quotes to Jupiter to stay updated on current um yeah. So the quote handles the price, the token prices as well. So it's generally, so this is generally what we use for getting quotes and sending your quotes to Jupiter, getting it back, building transaction, signing it, and in general performing the swap as it is. Right. So with all of that being explained, I'll go back into the game and we test this. Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see. Okay. So first of you log in, head to the store, and you see you have your SQL balance and your soul balance. So let's try. Let's try purchasing a power up. Let me see if I can change this to. Okay, let me use 10 here. Okay, so before I even do that, let's check out the swap. Okay, as we don't have enough to go for the rest, let's check out the swap system. So let me enlarge my screen so that you can see better. So 0.002. Okay, you see. Now let's get this 103. Could not find the swap port. Okay, let's check the console. Let's check the console. Could not find the swap route. Okay, so currently we can't find a swap route. So let's check in the quote what would be responsible for is not finding a swap route. Okay. Okay, so they could not find the swap route. Um, um, log message is from here, and it's an else statement from here on the. Okay, so I just remembered that before we started this, I removed my API key. So we should check here. We should go to the shop manager and check you see my API key is empty. So this is probably why we were not able to get a swap route. So I'm just going to I'm just going to impute my API key, and hopefully it works.
Are you taking down the this thing?
Yeah, I did. Okay, but
Okay.
it's you can leave it now. Okay, so let's try this again. So let's get 0.0037. Okay, you see now that the this thing is there, that the API key is there, it works now. You see, so let me use this so I can zoom in. Okay, so you see this rate shows your rate of one sold to a scale minimum amount you will receive from your swap, minimum amount you receive from your swap, your price impact, and this is a standard 0.75 fee you pay for swapping. So you click this, and just like that you've swapped 0.003 so worth of SQL tokens in your game. Okay, so you see the prices have reflected here. So we will just use this, and so using this opportunity to let me use this opportunity and what is it called, and remove all the SQL I have here. Okay, so let's say you want to purchase this power up and it is worth 25 SQL. Okay, so you've you've gotten that, and depending on your network it will just take. Okay, so I think we have a bug here. You see the prices are not refreshed. The price is not refreshed, but in your console, it shows that your SQL balance is 0.99, but it is not reflecting here? Okay, it was because um the refresh balance method was not, yes, it's not being called after purchasing power up. Okay, you see in here we don't have any we don't have any method that refreshes we don't have any method that refreshes your balance. So that is why we had to go to the store first before. Nope, 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 no. Okay, yeah. So this is it, and as you can see, we have everything up and running. The using SQL to buy the power up works. Using SQL to buy the power up, and swapping in game from Soul to SQL works as well. So this was actually the whole aim of this series that we've been working on which is basically show you which is basically to show you how to use blockchain infrastructures in your game, ranging from using using from purchasing power up and in-game swap, using your in-game wallet created from what is it called? Your in-game wallets created from your socials like your Facebook, X, um, Google, and while also giving you an option, while also giving you an option of using an external wallet. So if you use this, the external wallet works just fine as well. So I think that is all we were set out to do on this series.
All right.
So we currently have two templates that will be published on a GitHub repo, which is um, the Infinite Jump template one, which is the DevNet template, and the and you see this has been the name is attached, and the mainnet template.
Whoa. Let's see how it goes now. So you're bundling it right now. Everything.
Yeah, yes. Yes, okay. So the two templates are ready.
Okay. All right, I think
So
we are pretty
so
much.
the,
I think today is like the longest day we kind of had the session. This is like 1 hour, 20 minutes, almost 1.5 hours. But like we're able to like do. I can remember like the first day from creating a wallet to creating a wallet to ending up buying powers and just having like a mini game. This thing. That's cool. So I don't know if anybody like have questions on integrations and all that. So if you don't
or
know,
like let's say like extra features you
hmm,
you thought you thought we were going to handle, or something else you think we should look into, or you'd love to see us look into.
yeah.
So if
So
you
if you
if
have,
you if you have that, um put it in the comment section, and we'll see what we can do about it.
yep. So I think apart from that, the template or the GitHub repository to everything we've done so far, we'll share it after the call, and you'll be able to
Yes.
like try it out. So we're not really now having like a mini hackathon or like extra workshops and all that. But for now, we will. I think this is where we are going to end for building on chain Web3 games with Unity on Solana. So, and I'm happy we were able to like finish this. Trust me, every Friday I'm like looking, especially there's no like,
Gideon is coming for me. Gideon is coming for me.
like bro. But like I'm happy we finished it, and the program is written in C sharp, right? Or is this C
Yes,
plus
yes, it's
plus?
written in C sharp. No,
Oh yeah, C sharp.
C sharp. And that's the good thing is that um Magic Block current with the help of Magic Block, you don't have to go back and um host any servers, or write any other backend or whatever. You just have to integrate Magic Block in your game, and and handle everything. Like, as you can see, everything was handled in here in for the swap. Everything was handled in here in one script. So now things are here. Let me just say this, that the current for Jupiter swap, I think it's currently depreciated on it's currently depreciated on the SDK. So if at all you want to make use of Jupyter Swap, you have to use you have to use this. You have to use this. I encountered few problems when I was reading for the hackathon, so I just had to come up with this with my own code base. So I think I'll just find a way and do a should I say, a public contribution to the SDK, because this part of it is depreciated.
Okay.
So
So
aside
like
from
three more
that,
repos
sorry.
that are going to be shared. So that's like about three repos we are going to be sharing now.
No. This one, this thing is included in the mainnet repo. It's
Okay.
included in the mainnet repo. So everything is there.
Okay.
Everything is there.
And that's fine now. Whoa. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Are we hosting it on Sika? No. Are we, are we hosting it on Place Lala? No. Just go and use the
So I think
template. Cause
we can do both. Yes, yes. For now, go and use the templates. So we think about coming up with a gameplay for our infinite jump game, so that we can properly utilize utilize the features we've we've done. So if we have like if we let's say we call this a community game, you get, so you can just come in and say, oh, I want this feature, I want them to be like this, or like chip into your contributions, chip into your to the features, the blockchain features you want to see, if you need
yeah.
NFTs or all of that, and how you'd want the gameplay to be. So we can see if we can actually make this a community game made by the community for the community.
Yep. All right. That'll be like later on now.
Yes,
I'll be
yes, yes,
like
yes, yes.
later on. All right now. So yeah, let's call it a day for those of you that want to go and sleep. But I think we've done something serious so far. And
Yeah. All right. So
before I forget, I think hackathon should be starting on April 6th. So everybody will know what they want to build, whether you want to build games or whether you want to build depending on the tracks, right? Or I think this like the hackathons that will be coming up. So let's just wait for the announcement of the hackathon and we'll share
okay.
like more updates on that. So yeah. Gideon, thank you very
All
much
right.
for showing up. Like
Okay. So
it's just like
thank you.
just no continue, say what you're saying.
Okay. So thank you, Alex. I wouldn't have been able to pioneer this whole series without you. You've been of a very good help, and thank you to the entire super team community for coming out and being a part of this. I get to share what I know and what I learned with you guys, and thank you, Harry Zubi, for making this series possible. And yeah, thank you. Really appreciate you guys.
All right, now. Okay, so I think I'll be ending the stream here. I will share the
All right.
link to the repo and we'll see everything that we've done so far. All right, now bye,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.